This is Bang Bang Ray Hill. Please press the like button and subscribe. Yeah, Billy Williams, yeah, Bomber Bill the Bomb. Listen, I'll put him on my list of fighters. Some people had a go at me because I put him down the list, but it wasn't. It was down the list. It was just the list I was making up, yeah, as I was remembering names and fighters. Yeah, Bill the Bomb is going to be up the top end of my fighters. Yeah, Bill was a very hard man. I remember Bill years ago, and I remember even fighting as an amateur. Yeah, and go to the shows and with Bill, I'll be there fighting myself. Yeah, and a lot of the fighters who was fighting Bill was more frightened of Bill. I mean, and then they get in the ring and fight him. They didn't really want to fight him. You could see that. They just wouldn't have called it a day. They was frightened of the consequences. Bill was a hard man, yeah. He was a dangerous man, very dangerous, and can bang, yeah. And could play. Angela Dundee see it in him, and that's why he went to the States. And I don't know what happened in the States. Someone said he got involved with a woman out there, and he made her pregnant, and she was involved with the mafia. And the mafia said to him, he's got to go. He's got to go back to England. Otherwise, if he don't go back, he's going to wind up in a wooden box. But whether or not that's true, I don't know. I don't think maybe they could have bullied Bill like that. But you're in a different country. You're mucking about the mafia, and I think he done the right thing coming back to England. And as I say, I've seen him a few times in prison. Me and Bill in prison, we ruled the roost in there. I mean, I've seen Bill knock a few guys out. You know what I mean? And big guys knock them out. And with me as well, I was always behind Bill's back. You know, listen, I didn't have to be behind his back. He can handle himself. I mean, I've done a lot of people are telling me on the podcast that he used to be Dave Hunt's bodyguard, or not bodyguard, but he used to do Dave Hunt's collecting for him. Whether that's true, I don't know. I know Dave Hunt can have a right fight himself. I mean, he bust that Gary Stretch. I mean, that's what I was told. I never actually see it or nothing like that, but I was told that he had a fight with Gary Stretch and he bashed him up. I think it was a lucky punch. Gary Stretch ain't no fool, but that's if you catch someone unaware and you knock them over, mate, it's all over. But anyway, it's not about that. It's about Bill the Bomb. Mate, he was my pal. He was my pal. I see him when I got out of a Canning Town. He was my mate, you know, and we done things together in prison. Bill was all right, mate. He was proper. He had it his own way. We both had our own way. Everyone was petrified of us together as a team. We didn't muck about. We didn't muck about. It was in the 90s. Me and Bill was away. Forget whereabouts, what year. I think it was about 96, 97 in Wandsworth. And it was a shame, you know. But what made it more of a shame is I was finishing off a little six month sentence or an 18 month sentence. I can't remember now what it was. And me and Bill met all over again, you know, and had a laugh and all that. And I was getting Bill a bit of smoke and all that. He loved his little smoke, and that was it really. And anything that needed to be done, certain screws in there was getting hold of us and telling us, you know, where there was any sex offenders about. And a couple of times, me and Bill sorted them out big time and got tobacco and all that. But I didn't smoke anyway, so I give my tobacco to Bill, and Bill returned me food, you know, like salmon and tins of fruit and them sort of things. You know what I mean? But as I say, Bill was all right. You know, I was a bit gutted when I heard he died. Rest in peace, mate. Rest in peace, Billy Williams. Bit gutted when he died. You know what I mean? Because he was a good fighter. I also was told that when he was in America, he lost his license as a pro boxer, I believe, and he went into unlicensed fighting over in America, and he was knocking everybody out, and that's where he got involved with that girl out there, made her pregnant, and she was someone's daughter, Matthew's daughter, and Bill had to go, mate. He had to go. They said, if you don't go, mate, you're going to stay here in a wooden box. So it doesn't matter who you are, how hard you think you are. If you've got a company after you, mate, you've got to just call it a day and go back to England. Do you know what I mean? I mean, he ain't going to win no wars out there. You can't win a war out there in a different country. And them sort of people, mafia, out there, they're completely different kettle of fish to what's over here, I believe, yeah? Um, I'm gutted. I'm gutted that I've got quite a lot of comments about Bill, saying that you know, I should have done a lot more about Bill than what I did. But as I say, I'm not doing it now until what, next week. I don't think. I'm about fighters, my fighters, and all that. Who I think, you know, the best fighters that were around at that time. And believe me, Bill was one of the best. But you know, I mean, there was quite a lot of fighters in them days. I mean, there was loads of fighters in them days. You know what I mean? So you got the taxman, Brian Cottrell, was a good fighter. Brian, he was a good fighter as well. And I don't know about Sykesy, Paul Sykes. I don't know how Bill would have gone up against Paul Sykes or even a taxman. You know what I mean? But you know, it's for us to find out. I'll put it all on my podcast about the fighters. I'm doing it with my old mate Joe Smith, a traveller. Joe Smith could have a well. Joe Smith, you know, he's he's very quiet, very nice fella. Plays a lot of golf, but don't take advantage of the fact that he plays golf and he's a nice guy. He can have a right fight, and I look up to him. Yeah, I look up to him a bit. We're gonna have a nice podcast together, me and him, about fighters, and have a good talk about Billy Williams. Have a good talk about Bill. So anybody got anything else to say about Bill, please let me know, and it'll come up on my podcast, on my next podcast. Yeah. Anyway, this is a quick little podcast about Billy Williams, and just to let people know that, you know, he's in my heart, mate, always. You know what I mean? And he was a good friend of mine, and he could have a right fight, Bill. And as I told you, when I was an amateur, fighters, when they knew I was fighting him, they'd bottle go, and they didn't really want to get in the ring and fight with him. You know what I mean? Because he was the name and that, just his name, Bomber Billy Williams. They got a bit petrified. You know what I mean? They got frightened of his name, and that was enough for them. And they get in the ring and just would give in, or they never even wanted to fight him. So anyway, please press the like button and subscribe. Let me know what you think about it, and let me know who you think could beat Billy Williams, if anybody. Yeah, but I've got a few fighters that I believe could beat Bill, and you know, but when I say beat him, it being a good match. You know what I mean? All right. Please press the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in a couple of days. But I will do another podcast tomorrow. Take care and have a nice day. Yeah, bye bye.